This here's a rock hard 4x4 TJ and LJ skid plate for the fuel tank. Now, it's made of 3/16 material. It has our laser cut rock hard 4x4 logo built into it. It's extremely strong. A lot of times when you're out wheeling on a TJ or an LJ, when you come down, you're going to come down right on the fuel tank. This here is to protect it. You'll notice here that it has a cutout and it's built into it an area for the sensor and the pickup. Not everybody's fuel tank skid does that. That's one of the benefits of the rock hard 4x4s. It mounts with all factory mounting areas across the front and across the back. What we're doing today is we're going to do the fuel tank skid outside, as we don't want to get any of the fumes or from a gas spill or something in our photo booth. What we're going to do here today is start off by removing the 4 screws that hold the filler into the bezel. Okay, some of these screws sometimes are Phillips and sometimes they're a T30 Torx. Now we're going to remove the 4 screws here that hold the factory tank in place. Now, these 2 screws hold the tank to this shield. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and loosen these. This will allow it to drop down. We'll put a floor jack here. We're going to take the 3 bolts across the front of the tank guard out also. We're going to use a 1/2-inch socket to do this. Use a 1/2-inch socket with a long extension and go ahead and remove this nut that holds this up in place. Now, we're going to go to the driver's side and remove 2 nuts over there. Remove these 2 nuts. This will allow the gas tank to drop down. Make sure you have a jack underneath of it, as you don't want it to fall on you. This is our low pressure line. We're going to go ahead and pull this off. There's no clamp on it. Next, we're going to go ahead and take this clip off here. To do this, you're going to push in on these and then pull off. This is our high pressure line, so it can spray fuel. You can also take the electric fuel pump fuse out. This will turn off the electronics to the fuel pump, start the Jeep, let it run out of gas, but this may throw a code that you may have to get cleared out of your computer. What we've done is we've disconnected the electrical, the high pressure, and the low pressure fittings. This allows the gas tank to drop out of place. These here will move, allow you to move it, and so you can bring it out of the vehicle. Here's a pro tip. Do it when your gas tank is empty. Now we're going to use a 1/2-inch wrench and go ahead and remove the gas tank hanger from the factory shield. This will allow us to take the tank out and go ahead and place it in the rock hard 4x4 skid. We went ahead and used a 1/2-inch wrench and moved the strap hanger from the factory tank skid. We're going to go ahead and twist this out of this side. This will remove it. Then we're going to go ahead and lift this tank out of here and set it in the rock hard 4x4 skid. Now we're going to go ahead and take the factory hangers and reinstall them in the rock hard 4x4 skid plate and hold your factory fuel tank in place. Now we're going to go ahead and install the straps using the factory hardware. This will be tightened up with a 1/2-inch wrench. One thing I want to show you here, the reason we changed this out is this is just a simple piece of stamped lightweight material. You got really thin material here, and if you look over here at the rock hard 4x4, we've made this out of 3/16 steel. It's extremely strong. It's got bracing on the bottom that'll keep you from denting it up. It's got the sensor area developed into it, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It mounts on with the factory hardware. Now that we've secured it with the factory hangers into the rock hard 4x4 skid plate, now we're going to go ahead and roll it underneath the Jeep, go ahead and connect our high pressure line, our low pressure line, and the filler neck, the electrical, and we'll be finished. Now that we've got the gas tank in place, reconnected our lines, tightened the bolts that hold the gas tank to the body, now we're going to go ahead and finish with tightening the screws that hold the filler neck in place, and we're going to go out and put this thing to the test.